When the work you love starts to forget your name, no one said he was being replaced. He just stopped being asked. For Richard Hale, the silence in the office was louder than any meeting. This is a story about becoming a ghost in the place you helped build. Richard Hale knew every bolt and beam of the place. For 22 years, his hands had shaped the work. His desk, near the window, had witnessed seasons change and countless projects come to life. He was the one people came to with questions that weren't in the manual, the one who knew why that old machine made that specific sound. His expertise wasn't just in his title, it was in the quiet confidence he carried. But then things began to shift, almost imperceptibly at first. A new system was implemented, sleek, digital, cloud-based. The young team embraced it with a language he was still learning. He offered his insight during a meeting. A polite nod was the response. Then the conversation flowed around his point, like water around a stone. The invitations to brainstorm sessions grew thinner. Emails that once started with "Richard, what do you think?" now simply outlined decisions already made. His phone, which used to buzz with direct questions, lay still. He was still there every morning at 8:05. His work was still flawless. Yet he felt himself fading from the picture. Not with a dramatic clash, but with a slow, quiet fade to grey. One Tuesday afternoon, it crystallized. A problem emerged with the new system. A glitch had halted a major project, and the office buzzed with panic. Huddles formed. Richard saw the issue immediately. It was a simple logic error, similar to the old mechanical problems he'd solved 100 times. He waited. He listened to the frantic theories. He prepared to speak, to offer the solution that was so clear to him. But before he could, a young voice piped up with a complex, tech-heavy workaround. The group turned, relieved. The manager clapped the young man on the shoulder. Great initiative. In that moment, Richard Hale felt truly replaceable. Not because he wasn't capable, but because the world had quietly decided it no longer needed his particular kind of capability. The walk back to his desk felt longer than any in 22 years. That evening, he sat in his car but didn't start the engine. He watched his young colleagues leave, laughing, full of the energy of a problem solved. He didn't feel bitterness. He felt a profound, hollow sadness. A question echoed, "If not here, then where do I belong?" Days passed. He performed his tasks with automatic precision. He watched the office move like a well-oiled machine he was no longer a crucial part of. The grief wasn't for a job. It was for a purpose. For being seen, the turning point came from an unexpected place. Then, the young man who had solved the glitch appeared at his desk, looking hesitant. "Mr. Hale, I think my solution from Tuesday is creating a bigger problem downstream. I've been reading the old project logs. I see your name on all the ones that worked. Can you help me understand?" It wasn't a summons from management. It was a quiet, personal request for wisdom. Richard looked at Ben's worried face. He saw not a replacement, but a successor. And in that distinction lay a world of difference. They talked for an hour, not about code, but about cause and effect. Not about shortcuts, but about foundations. Richard drew on a notepad, explaining the why that the new system never addressed. Ben listened, not just to the answer, but to the decades of understanding behind it. Richard wasn't just giving an answer, he was passing on a piece of the story of the work of the place, a story only he knew in that particular way. He wasn't replaced that day. He was rediscovered in a new, quieter, perhaps more profound way. His value was no longer in being the first call. It was in being the lasting answer. There is a special loneliness in feeling your relevance quietly slipping away. But sometimes the world isn't making you obsolete it, as asking you to translate your wisdom into a new language. Your worth isn't erased by change. It is waiting in the space between what was and what is, ready to bridge the two for anyone humble enough to ask. If Richard's story touched a quiet place in you, consider sharing this with someone who might understand. Sometimes, just knowing we're not alone in these feelings is the first step toward a new kind of clarity.